Ever wondered what football would look like without Messi and Ronaldo? For over a decade, these two giants dominated the sport, turning the prestigious Ballon d'Or into their personal playground. But what if they weren't in the picture? Who are the uncrowned kings of this era? Let's dive into the biggest what-ifs and fiercest debates that still have fans talking. First up, the eternal question. Who's the GOAT? Is it Messi, the quiet magician with God-given talent who dances through defenders? Or is it Ronaldo, the ultimate athlete, a testament to what relentless hard work and an unbreakable will can achieve? This debate isn't just about stats, it's a clash of philosophies, a question of what we value more in greatness. There's no right answer, which is exactly why we'll be arguing about it for generations to come. But beyond the top two, who's the best player to have never won the Ballon d'Or? Names like Thierry Henry, a force of nature at Arsenal. The Barcelona midfield maestros, Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta immediately comes to mind. These two weren't just players, they were the architects of a footballing revolution. They controlled games with a telepathic understanding, winning everything for club and country. Yet, when it came to the individual awards, they always found themselves standing in the shadow of their teammate, Leo Messi. Many fans believe their contributions were so fundamental that at least one of them deserved to lift that golden ball. This brings us to one of the most infamous moments in Ballon d'Or history, 2010. Wesley Sneijder. In a single season, he was the creative engine behind Inter Milan's historic treble the league, the Cup, and the Champions League. He then went to the World Cup and carried the Netherlands to the final, finishing as the joint top scorer. His resume was flawless. Yet, when the final three for the Ballon d'Or were announced, his name wasn't there. Messi won it, with Iniesta and Xavi behind him. To this day, fans and pundits alike use the word robbed to describe what happened to Sneijder. It was a year where team trophies seemed to matter less than individual brilliance, a decision that still sparks heated arguments. Just 3 years later, in 2013, we had a sense of déjà vu. This time, it was Franck Ribéry. The French winger was electrifying for Bayern Munich, the undisputed star of a team that conquered Europe and won the treble. He was explosive, unplayable, and a champion. Surely, this was his year. But when the votes were counted, he finished a distant third. Cristiano Ronaldo took home the prize, despite not winning a major team trophy, while Messi came in second. Ribéry himself was devastated and openly criticized the outcome. This decision reinforced the growing feeling that the award was becoming a popularity contest between Messi and Ronaldo, regardless of what other players achieved with their teams. The focus on attacking players also raises another question. Can a defender or a goalkeeper ever win it again? The last defender to win was Fabio Cannavaro back in 2006, after leading Italy to World Cup glory. Since then, it's been a barren wasteland for the backline. Think about Manuel Neuer in 2014. He reinvented the sweeper-keeper role, won the World Cup with Germany, and was an absolute titan for Bayern Munich. He made it to the final three, but stood no chance against Ronaldo. More recently, in 2019, Virgil van Dijk transformed Liverpool's defense, leading them to Champions League victory. He was a colossus, a leader, and came incredibly close, losing out to Messi by just 7 points. These near misses have fueled the debate that the Ballon d'Or is fundamentally biased towards goal scorers, overlooking the art of defending. So, if we remove the big two, who would have been the new face of the Ballon d'Or? Many fingers point to Neymar Jr. The Brazilian superstar was the third man in the MSN trio at Barcelona and was consistently ranked in the top 5. In 2015, after a treble-winning season, he was sensational. In 2017, after his world record move to PSG, he was arguably at the peak of his powers. Without Messi and Ronaldo hoarding the spotlight, it's almost certain Neymar would have at least one, if not multiple, Ballon d'Ors to his name. His talent was undeniable, but his timing was just unfortunate, placing him squarely in the era of the two greatest of all time. And then there's the award that never was, the 2020 Ballon d'Or. The year the world stood still due to the pandemic, France football made the controversial decision to cancel the award. For one man, this was a moment of profound injustice, Robert Lewandowski. The Polish striker had the season of his life. He was unstoppable, scoring 55 goals in 47 games, leading Bayern Munich to a dominant treble. He was the consensus best player in the world, the undisputed favorite. The cancellation meant he was denied his crowning moment. He did win the fifth of the best award that year, but for many, the asterisk next to 2020 will always belong to Lewandowski, the king without a crown. This era of dominance also shaped the debate around the best team of all time. While legends of the past like the 1970 Brazil team get a mention, the modern conversation is dominated by two clubs, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Pep Guardiola's Barcelona, with its tiki-taka philosophy, mesmerized the world. Was that team, with Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta at its heart, the most perfect footballing machine ever assembled? Or does that title belong to one of Real Madrid's squads, particularly the one that won 3 consecutive Champions League titles under Zinedine Zidane? Led by Cristiano Ronaldo, that team wasn't always as beautiful to watch, but its winning mentality was simply unbreakable. It's a classic clash of style versus substance, artistry versus pure power. Even as the era seemingly came to a close, the controversy didn't. Take the 2023 award. Erling Haaland had a historic debut season with Manchester City, breaking the Premier League's single-season goal record and firing his team to a monumental treble. By every metric from the previous decade, he looked like a shoo-in. But then there was Lionel Messi. He had a decent season with PSG, but his case was built on one thing: leading Argentina to a glorious World Cup victory, completing his personal footballing odyssey. Messi won his 8th Ballon d'Or, sparking a massive debate. Should a single, month-long tournament outweigh a full season of unprecedented club dominance? It split the football world right down the middle. All of these examples point to the final, overarching debate. What even are the Ballon d'Or's voting criteria? One year, a treble seems essential. The next, it's ignored in favor of individual stats. Then, a major international trophy becomes the deciding factor. This lack of consistency is what frustrates fans the most. It often feels like the award isn't given to the best player, but to the player with the best story, the most compelling narrative of that year. Is it about individual brilliance, team success, or just a good story? As long as that remains unclear, the debates will rage on. The Messi-Ronaldo era may be over, but the arguments it created will echo in football history forever. So what do you think? Who was the biggest victim of the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly? Was it Sneijder, Ribéry, or someone else? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one. Welcome to Legendary Football Facts. Today, we're diving deep into one of modern football's most debated topics, Arsenal, and the dreaded bottler label. Is it just banter from rival fans, or is there some serious statistical truth to it? Let's find out. In recent years, especially during the 2022-23 and 2023-24 seasons, Arsenal developed a reputation for faltering at the final hurdle. While the term bottling is thrown around a lot, the numbers behind Arsenal's near misses are genuinely staggering and historically significant. Let's start with the 2020-23 season. This campaign was a roller coaster for the Gunners. Arsenal sat at the top of the Premier League table for an incredible 148 days. To put that in perspective, that's the most any team has ever spent in first place in a single English top-flight season, without actually winning the title. They spent over 80% of the season at the summit, only to see it slip away. What makes that 148-day record even more painful is the lead they held. With just 9 games left to play, the Gunners had a comfortable 8-point advantage over Manchester City, an 8-point lead. For most teams, that would be enough to start planning the parade. But a late-season stumble saw them finish 5 points behind City, turning a dream season into a nightmare. Then there's the infamous Christmas curse. Being top of the table on Christmas Day is usually a great sign for a title contender. Not for Arsenal, it seems. They hold the unique and unwanted record of being the only club to top the Premier League table on Christmas Day 5 separate times and failed to win the league in any of those seasons. This happened in 2002, 3, 2007-8, and then again in 3 consecutive seasons, 2022-23, 2023-24, and even 2025-26. We'll get to that last one in a bit. It's a statistic so specific and so consistent that it almost feels like a curse. The string of near misses continued. Following the 2022-23 heartbreak, Arsenal went on to finish second again and again. They became the first team since Manchester United in the early 2000s to finish as runners-up in 3 successive top-flight seasons, securing second place in 2023, 2024, and 2025. It's a testament to their consistency at the top, but also a brutal reminder of what could have been. The 2023-24 season was perhaps the most frustrating of all. By almost every metric, it was a phenomenal campaign for the club. Arsenal set a new club record for Premier League wins in a season with 28 victories. They also scored their highest ever goal tally in the Premier League era, finding the back of the net 91 times. Their defense was solid, their attack was electric, and they pushed Manchester City right to the final day. Despite this record-breaking performance, they still finished 2 points behind, proving that in the Premier League, even excellence isn't always enough. And the pattern continued into the 2024-25 season. Arsenal finished as runners-up for a 3rd year in a row, this time trailing a resurgent Liverpool. They ended the season with 74 points. A respectable tally, but not enough to break the streak of second-place finishes. 3 years. 3 different title races, same heartbreaking outcome. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting. Full of irony, while everyone loves to call Arsenal bottlers, they also hold the record for the biggest comeback to win a title. Back in the 1997-98 season, Arsene Wenger's side overturned a massive 13-point deficit to snatch the trophy from Manchester United. So, they're simultaneously the Premier League's biggest bottlers and its greatest comeback kings. Football, another piece of historical context adds to the narrative. The legendary invincible season of 2003-04, when Arsenal went the entire league campaign unbeaten, feels like a distant memory. As of early 2026, it has been 22 long years since the Gunners last lifted the Premier League trophy. For a club of Arsenal's stature, that's a significant drought, making these recent near misses all the more painful for the fans. So, what's the situation right now? As of January 31st, 2026, guess who is sitting first in the Premier League table? That's right, Arsenal. They currently hold a lead over both Manchester City and a surprising Aston Villa. They top the table on Christmas Day for the 3rd year running, triggering the Christmas curse once again. The big question on everyone's mind is, can they finally break it? Will this be the year they overcome the near misses, defy the stats, and end the 2-decade-long wait? Or will history repeat itself in the most painful way possible? Only time will tell. What do you think? Is the bottler tag fair? Or is it just a testament to how competitive the Premier League has become? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more legendary football facts. See you next time.